blue for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Yeah, I deal with YouTube fam. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. All the new people who have subscribed to me recently, thank you guys so much for coming along. So I'm going to just jump right into it. Today I'm going to be talking about how much Chamberlain University costs. I know everybody wants to know how much it costs, how much I'm paying, if it's feasible and all this kind of stuff. So we're just going to run through the cost of Chamberlain and how you can access it yourself, because all of this information is available online if you go to their website. So this website that we're on right now is www.chamberlain.edu/admissions/tuition-expenses. So I will put that link down below. Once you go to this site, you get to this page which has their tuition and expenses. And of course it says, education is an investment in your future, resulting in higher earning potential and greater career choices. We actively work to keep costs down while maintaining high standards. Okay, that's interesting, this part right here, because the tuition goes up every year, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. So if you go down, you will see that there's different tabs right across the top of what exactly you're looking for. So of course there's going to be different costs for different programs. The MSN programs have cheaper application fees. The public health program has cheaper application fees, and the RN to BSN program, for example, all have cheaper application fees. Now, when you look at the BSN program, the application fee for admission, which includes the fee for your HESI exam, this A2 right here is your HESI exam. That is $95 just to apply. I don't know about you all, but I thought that was pretty expensive for an application to somebody's program. So I made sure to ask for any kind of waivers that they might have offhand. And your school may or may not have waivers, but they definitely have waivers for people who are military. So if you look at the tuition is different prices based on your location. So these locations right here have a tuition of $675 per credit hour. And that's Columbus, Cleveland, Indianapolis, Jacksonville, Las Vegas, Miramar, New Orleans, St. Louis, San Antonio, and the online classes. So every other campus is $6.99 per credit hour. That includes Addison, Atlanta, which is the campus that I'm at, Charlotte, Chicago, Houston, Irving, Pearland, Phoenix, North Brunswick, Tinley Park, Troy, and Tyson Corner. I didn't even know they had that many campuses. Wow. With your credit hours being $699 per credit hour, you can imagine that, taking 122 credits times that will give you your tuition for the entire program. So we're going to do that math a little bit later. Scrolling down a little bit, you are also responsible for your background check, your drug screening, and fingerprinting. That can be anywhere from $200 to $225. And I guess it's different from campus to campus, but at Atlanta it was $200. Your student services charge is $160 per session, then it is $320 per semester. Books and supplies is $150 per session, but you can make that cheaper by using Amazon or Chegg or copying pages out the library, like whatever you have to do. Course resource fee, if you're taking online BSN classes, is $75 per course. Your health screening and immunizations can be from $500 to $1,400. Your insurance plan is $3,081. Now, this insurance plan is something that you can get out of if you have your own health insurance. You just gotta let them know as soon as you can that you have your own health insurance so you don't have to pay $3,000. Student injury and insurance plan renewal is also $3,000, $3,073 to be exact. And then there are other clinical related fees that are going to come into play with the program as well. And those will basically be your uniforms, your stethoscope, your blood pressure cuff, your shoes, comfortable shoes, and all that kind of stuff. So there's a bunch of fees associated that you guys cannot forget about, because to be honest, when you look at these fees all together, they pretty much equal out to be a smooth $3,000 to $7,000 per year, an extra. Now, if you come back up here and we can run through the RN to BSN option really quickly, you can see that the tuition for this is a little bit cheaper. It's not that much cheaper, but it's a little bit cheaper. It's $590 per credit hour, so it's about $100 less than the BSN program. Your student services charge is the same at $160 per session. Your course resource fee is $75, which is the same. It's also really important to note that Chamberlain is very military friendly. So, like I said, military people do not have to pay the application fee as far as I know. And they only have to pay $250 to $430 per credit hour, which is pretty good compared to their original rates. When Chamberlain used to be Chamberlain College of Nursing, they had diploma programs and RN programs or associates programs. So say if you were an alumni before, then you came back, you only have to pay $500 per credit hour. Books and supplies, they estimate to be $100 per session, and then again, your clinical fees will vary based on your particular location. Once you go back to the BSN and you click on total cost calculations, a new PDF will pop up. Let's zoom in a little bit. And we're just going to go based off of the Atlanta campus. If you're just starting out, you're going to have 122 credit hours to complete, and it's to be completed in 9 semesters and 18 sessions. So with 122 credit hours, if you go over here, you will see that they have total tuition written down, and the number is right here. So if you come on over, they've included your service charge and your books and supplies that they're estimating to give you a total program cost of $96,595 for your BSN program over 3 years. So if you do the math, over the course of 3 years, that's about $32,000 a year to complete this program. Now, let's do some math for someone who already has a couple of nursing credits. So the typical program is 122 credits. If you're coming in with about 50 credits, which I think is average for most people who have already taken their prerequisites, then you have 72 credits left. And this is my situation here. 72 credits left at $6.99 per credit leaves you with $50,328 to complete this program. Every year that you're at Chamberlain, they will complete an estimated financial plan for you, and it's only going to be for a 1-year time period because for some reason they only plan for 1 year. You can see the first section is just your student information, and going down to the second section, you can start to see your direct costs for each session. So your May session, July, September, November, January, and March. And looking at those sessions, they average out to be $4,000 per session. And the yearly total comes out to be a whopping $24,777.00. So in the next column, it'll provide your financial assistance, any grants from the government, subsidized or unsubsidized loans. All of your FAFSA information is what will be in your financial assistance. And also, if you have taken out a private loan, it'll also be in that column as well. So once you take away your direct costs minus your financial assistance, then you get your remaining need. And your remaining need will be, obviously the difference between the two. For me, it is about $8,000. And then you'll see that they'll break down what you have to pay. So because I started in May, it was required that I put down $234.06 before I started the semester. So I had to put that down before May 4th if I was paying completely out of pocket. And then my monthly payment from there would be $468.12. So for May, it would be that number, and then for June, it would be that number. And then for my July session, which is a different session, for that, my monthly payment would be $434.65 for July and for August. And then it's the same repeat cycle for September, November, January, March. If I were paying out of pocket, this is how much my monthly pay would be. But I went ahead and took out a private loan, so I will not be paying out of pocket for that. No, sir. Praise the Lord. So my transfer and our prior credit hours, we're still working on that. Right now it's at 47 credits, but I still have 8 more pending. So hopefully next time I talk to you, this will be 56. If you come down a little bit more to section 4, it will show you exactly what your sessions look like broken down. So up here in section 2 was just your tuition costs. Come down to section 4, now they're including your fees. So this $160 service charge that I mentioned before from the previous page will literally follow you throughout each and every session, right? So that's $960 for your student services fee. Drug screen and fingerprinting is only one time, the first time you sign up for classes and all that kind of stuff. That's just one time. So section 5 would be grants and scholarships. Section 6 would be your loans that I mentioned, your federal direct subsidized loans, unsubsidized loans, and any loans fees. Pretty much the other 3 sections are still your financial aid status. So what kind of loans you're getting, what's getting paid to Chamberlain, what's getting paid to you, if you're having any refunds. That's basically all it shows. This would be your estimated financial plan, and you would get one every year, like I said. And this is your total expenses and tuition costs. So again, it's very easy for you to access this information and to try to plan out if Chamberlain is feasible for you, and if an extra $50,000 to $90,000 is too much for you to manage, then do not go here stressing yourself out about how you can afford to pay for Chamberlain. Because if you are in a situation where you cannot pay for your sessions, they will drop you from the class quicker than a snicker. So you need to make sure that you are able to financially support yourself while you're in school. Or if you have a spouse or a parent, you can live at home and not have to worry about certain financial stressors, then that would be great. But otherwise, make sure you plan out your finances. And I will be making a video where I discuss how I plan out my finances, because my mind is very financially structured. I will show you exactly how I plan out my budget for school and for everything else, and as a nursing student, how I keep it real cheap. All right, thank you guys for watching my video. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any questions about what you want to see next, please comment down below or message me on Instagram. Slide in them DMs, y'all. Let me know what you want to see so that I can get out the content that you guys need. Look more.
What a wonderful world.